My voice, which is naturally right around here, is where I normally speak. This is my normal voice. I'm an actor. I'm Nick Kroll. I'm doing a video for Vanity Fair. Hey, I'm Nick Kroll. I do a lot of different voices in various animated programs and films, including my animated show Big Mouth and my current film, The Addams Family, where I play Uncle Fester. We're going to be talking about a lot of my roles because I am a narcissist.
You know, Rocket Love was my idea.
Andrew and Mark and Jen, my other partners on Big Mouth, came to me. They thought, what if Andrew had a hormone monster? And my immediate reaction was, touch yourself, Andrew. And that was sort of the immediate instinct. There was something,
there's quality to the voice. He's kind of fun and loose and he's kind of chill.
I think everybody's got different hormone monsters, but there's something about, he's pushing Andrew or Matthew to be sexual and hormonal, but also he's kind of he's kind of been around the block a little bit, so there's a sort of a slightly older quality to him. Like early on, we established that he was friends with like Joe Walsh, who was like people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's funny. A zinger from Gina.
The voice of Nick is basically my voice. It's maybe pitched up a little tiny bit because he's a kid, so it's sort of he's a little more up here. He lives a little more up here than my voice. The show is based on me and my best friend from childhood, Andrew Goldberg, and oftentimes they're crazy in themselves, but also they kind of drive story. And I felt like I wanted Nick to be as natural to me as possible, and in a lot of ways, Nick is me, and so it felt natural to not do much of the voice at all. Just maybe sometimes he's pitched up just a tiny bit.
I couldn't figure out why these duties were so delicious.
Coach Steve, partly based on a character I did on Kroll show named Ref Jeff. Just kind of a guy, looking to hang out, looking for friends. If anybody wants to hang out, they can come and visit me on the diaper barge, because he lives on a diaper barge, where I guess cities throw all the diapers, and that's where he lives. They say the pigeons are the rats of the sky, but I think they're the Einsteins of the diaper barge. Because he's been outsmarted by the pigeons who live on the diaper barge with him. I mean, I think Steve is such a friendly guy. He's just constantly looking for friends. There's a cheerfulness. Like when I first started doing him, he was a little more like this, but now he's got a little more, it's because we realized he's so dumb that there's actually quite a bit of joy in how stupid he is. He doesn't know he's stupid. He's so stupid that he's happy.
Don't worry, man. I'll always be right here.
There's also Coach Hormone Monster, Rick from Big Mouth. That's his catchphrase. What are you going to do? Which I think is actually, the more that we get to know Rick, realize that he was such a disgusting character. He became more and we realized there was kind of a grooviness to him.
You sunk my battleship.
When they contacted me about doing The Addams Family to be Uncle Fester, I was very excited. I had watched the show and then the movies in the 90s, The Addams Family Values. Christopher Lloyd had his very specific take on it. I didn't feel like I could or would want to sort of do a similar thing to that. I went back and watched the original, and he's got a really sort of high-pitched quality to it. But there's something sort of Three Stooges about Uncle Fester, especially in this design. Reminded me a bit of Curly from Three Stooges. So I gave it a little of that kind of like, high stuff. But then they're all outcasts, and so I thought maybe something with his speech would make him a little more off. And so I gave him kind of a back-of-the-mouth speech impediment. So he sort of sounds like this, He's kind of lost, and he's kind of this guy some of the time. Well, he's not that guy some of the time. He's always Uncle Fester. You sunk my battleship. Something like that. I mean, I always like seeing, round guys with high voices. I find there to be something very pleasing about that. With the Addams Family, they're a family of outcasts. Wherever they go, they don't feel included. And so a guy who looks like Uncle Fester and sounds like Uncle Fester feels like someone who would be kind of misunderstood. But also there's a joyful like rascal quality to him that I think Uncle Fester really embodies, and I was sort of excited to bring a little of that because it's a very buoyant voice because he's a pretty buoyant and active and fun kind of character.
They're going to be spicy, no?
Gunter in Sing is a dancing European pig. Garth Jennings, who directed Sing, brought me that. He had seen Kroll show and liked my European character, who turned out to be a cannibal. We shied away from that for the kids' movie. Reading the script, I knew that he was sort of vaguely European. I knew that that's kind of what Garth wanted, but then just doing sort of a European voice didn't feel quite right for Gunter, so...
I felt more like a kid's movie that Gunter would be sort of up here and filled with piggy power. Yeah, he's lots of fun. He's a good time. He loves to wear yellow jumpsuits and red unitards, and he wants to go dancing.
Gunter has a lot of positivity. In the movie, he is played. The other pig is Rosita, voiced by Reese Witherspoon. Rosita is a mom of 20, and so she felt like she's just got a lot on her plate, and so it felt like Gunter could be this sort of fun, lighter, buoyant energy.
For reals? You gotta hit the gym, bro.
Douche and Sausage Party was actually kind of an interesting process. I did the table read for it many years before the movie got made, and I was clearly kind of filling in for like when they got the real actor they were going to get to do it, and then they kind of, I don't know, like Seth got too stoned and just decided to not cast someone else. But originally, my voice in that was sort of an English villain, sort of someone like this, But as they watched the movie, they realized that they were doing more of a Pixar movie, and my villain was more of a Disney villain, like a Jafar kind of, sort of a scary English kind of scary villain like that. And so in the final session, we redid the character, and they realized, they were like, well, we have you playing a douche, a literal douche, a feminine hygiene product. But if you're going to be a douche, why don't we make you what a douchebag is? And it sort of became like, became kind of, oh, okay, cool, very cool, bro. What's up? Come at me, bro.
What's your f***ing problem out there watching me on the internet, bro? Dare you watch me on the internet right now?
Come at me, bro. So it became, I had done a character named Bobby Bottle Service on Kroll show, who's sort of a bit of a Jersey Shore kind of character. So then it was like the douche became kind of a douchebag, loves to like,
yoked, bro.
Charmed, I'm sure. I'm Gil Faizon.
I've been doing Oh Hello with John Mulaney for many years. They're two Upper West Side septuagenarians who are obsessed with Alan Alda, use mouthwash that smells like coffee breath. He's kind of like up here, and he's like my worder. He kind of talks like that. My daughter had a worder birth, and I'm an unlicensed doula. So if you're looking for an unlicensed doula, Gil Faizon charmed, I'm sure. It's like a lot of that. Gil Faizon and George St. Eaglin they're sort of based on Upper West Side guys that we had fallen in love with. That voice comes from, Gil is a power beta. All the voices, the longer I do them, the more I keep finding little nooks and crannies to them. It's fun to keep finding. I like to find those specific words that key me in. So like each character, I'll often say one sentence to because on Big Mouth, for example, Lola is a girl in Andrew Nick's class, and I'll do something like, I spent all the money at a Pretty Little Liars meet and greet. And that'll help me get into her, and not only the voice, but also like what kind of person she is. And she's the kind of person who spends all of her money at a Pretty Little Liars meet and greet. Gil Faizon is, he's always introducing himself, and he's always saying it with charmed, I'm sure. I think he thinks that is, charming. I'm Nick Kroll. These are some of my voices. Thanks for watching The Addams Family. Thanks for watching Big Mouth. Thanks for watching this video. And this is me giving a little message to my kidnappers. who let me out for the day so that I could shoot this video for Vanity Fair.
Dare you watch me on the internet right now?
Come at me, bro.